Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Babul Hassan. Come back again with another new video. Today I would like to discuss on the topic importance of vocabulary. Vocabulary is important for learning English. Uh, it is helpful to express our feelings properly, express our thought properly. If you don't, if you don't know vocabulary, and you cannot express our thought, express our feeling properly. So you must know vocabulary for learning English, for spoken English and written English. That is must important. And actually, most of the students they know uh, vocabulary, but they cannot use those vocabulary for spoken English or written English, and that is totally meaningless. That you know many vocabulary, but you cannot use those vocabulary for learning English, for spoken English, for written English. That is totally meaningless. So we must know English, and we must those use those uh, vocabulary in our daily conversation and in our spoken English, in our written English. So we must careful about this. We must careful about this, that we have to know vocabulary, and we must use those vocabulary in our spoken English and written English. That is important, and I hope that everyone follow this technique, that uh, everyone try to know vocabulary and use those vocabulary properly. And if you don't use those vocabulary, so totally meaningless. You cannot express our feeling properly. So i- it is important. Vocabulary is important for learning English, and um, you have to use those vocabulary properly, so that um, what you learn, what you have learned. Firstly, you have to careful about that. You have to be careful about that. So you have already known many vocabulary, right? And you have to focus that you have already known many vocabulary, and firstly you have to know, use those vocabulary properly in our spoken English and written English. So we must focus that by using those vocabulary that you have already known. So it is important. And if you don't use those vocabulary that you have already known, so it is totally meaningless. It will be totally meaningless. So we we have to learn more vocabulary, and we must use those vocabulary in our spoken English and written English properly. That's all about it. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.